Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Hopefully you're doing fantastic today, and welcome back to another add-on review. It's that time again where today we're reviewing the Bendy and the Ink Machine add-on made by Bendy the Demon 18, another add-on creator who, once again, I've heard out in the past but never actually checked out any of their add-ons, as it didn't really relate to any of the FNAF content that we usually do on the channel. But I figured I want to branch out a bit more, play some other horror games on the channel. So we're checking out Bendy and the Ink Machine today because it was once again a really good horror game, and I forgot how good it was until I stumbled upon this add-on. And there is so much in this add-on for us to check out. If I was to compare it to some of the add-on reviews we've done in the past, I would probably put it alongside maybe the FNAF 2 add-on, as there are characters from every single chapter in this add-on for us to check out. A bunch of furniture blocks which you can already see just standing here in the main lobby which I've constructed. This add-on is absolutely incredible, and you're definitely going to want to stick around to see everything that this add-on has for us to check out. Now, I don't actually have a certain person to shout out for today's video, but I just want to thank every single one of you for the amount of support we got on the Poppy Playtime add-on review which we did last week. It was a ton of fun to do, and I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed that video so much. But today we are going to be doing another Find the Hidden Cup of Tea. So somewhere in this video there is going to be a hidden cup of tea, and whoever is the first person to timestamp it down in the comments below will get a shout out in my next add-on review. I'm doing things a little bit differently, so good luck finding it, and we'll see who will get the shout out in the next video. And one last thing is that if you are this far into the video, you obviously do enjoy this type of content, so make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. But without further ado, let's get into the review. I'm sorry, Walt. So because the location you play as in Bendy, Ink Machine, Joey Drew Studios is absolutely gigantic, I just wanted to make our own, like, just a little building that kind of sets the theme of the game here. And all of these blocks are part of the add-on. You can see here, there's some texture packs, there's some actual new blocks, like you can see all these planks, there's miracle stations, there's exit signs, there's all of these cool and amazing stuff for you to check out everywhere. There's a bunch of different types of posters, there's actual functional chairs that you can sit on, which I think is really cool. Just small details like that which make the add-on so much better. You've got bacon soup which you can actually eat. You've even got the cutout for cartoon Bendy here. You definitely won't be moving around while I'm trying to do my review, will you? Even this right here, this jukebox actually plays music. Now I'm gonna hope that this isn't copyrighted, but let's go ahead. So these are actual songs that other people have made of Bendy and the Ink Machine. I'm not sure which song this is, but there might be one that I will recognize. There we go, this one's Build Our Machine. See, I recognize this one. You could actually play these songs in your Minecraft world using the radio, and it has 5 different soundtracks, as you can see there, so you can name them all down in the comments below. I think it's really cool with all the details that you can put into this add-on, and we're not even started with the mobs yet. We're just checking out all the furniture and props. You can see here there's a bunch of different textures for everything, including this door right here, which is actually locked, so we're gonna have to go ahead, find a key for that, which I'm guessing is going to be in this chest right here, with a bunch of bacon soup, Boris's soup, ink tears, a wrench, and the illusion of living. I'm not going to touch that. I'm just going to take the keys right there. We're going to go ahead and unlock this door right here, and we're going to find the Ink Machine itself with a whole bunch of other props around. Hello, you. You can see here the Ink Machine itself is absolutely gigantic, and you can actually turn this thing on using a lever. So if we go ahead and flick this, you can see the Ink Machine actually works. Now I'm not going to leave this on for a long time because all of those particles are definitely going to cause some lag in my game, but you can just see here how awesome this all is, that you're actually able to make a functioning ink machine. And you can see we turned off the ink machine there. We've got this thing right here, which I think is like a trading station, which allows you to get all the blocks and props of this add-on. You can see here 3 iron bars gives you cartoon bars. We've got cartoon blocks. We've got all of the different types of blocks that you can get in this add-on by trading through all of these items here. And there is so much to go over, so I'm not going to be going over everything in this add-on, as I still want you to experience stuff as well on your own by downloading the add-on. By the way, link will be in the description down below. So I'm not going to be checking out all of these blocks in today's video because there's just so much to check out. We're going to be going over all the major parts of this add-on. So let's go ahead and move on to this room over here, where we're going to find another room here which has a little projector right here playing a cartoon of Bendy just dancing up on the wall, which is really funny. Again, all of these chairs, you can sit on them, you can go ahead and watch the cartoon playing on the TV screen over here, and just looking at the amount of detail that goes into these models here. This thing actually works as well. If you go ahead and turn the projector off, if I can find the hitbox right there, we go. It turns the projector off. Obviously, it won't stop this block right here because this is a block itself. This isn't part of the projector right here. But you can actually turn on and off the projector to make your own Minecraft world look a lot more realistic, having these props in your Minecraft world, which I think are absolutely amazing. He's following me. He's definitely moving, isn't he? Was he there? I'm watching you, Bendy. And the final little detail I want to check out of all the blocks is this thing right here, the miracle station, which you can actually hide in. It turns you invisible and you actually get to hide from all the mobs, which is really cool. Like, I'm literally invisible here. So if you have Bendy chasing after you, you can hide in these miracle stations and he'll just wander away, which I think is a really, really cool detail right here. So those things are going to be littered all around this map. So let's go ahead and move on to the actual mobs themselves, because those are what you are really here for. So let's go ahead and put these keys back because we don't want to make whoever made this place a little bit annoyed. Bendy, we're gonna have to have a talk here. You can see, oh, there's even a little Boris doll plushie, so you can even have the plushies of the characters. I think there was a Bendy plushie over here as well. Yeah, there you go. So there's a Bendy doll as well as a Boris doll. So you can have your own collection of dolls, mix and match the FNAF dolls that we've checked out to the Bendy and Ink Machine dolls, and just make a collection of dolls in your Minecraft world, which I think is really cool. So let's go ahead and move on to the main room itself. You can see here, this door actually requires the lever to open. So let's go ahead and flick this lever here, and the door opens. It's so cool how there's all these animations in this add-on. And here we are in the main testing room where we are going to be checking out all the mobs, morphs, and bosses that are coming with this add-on. It is absolutely amazing, and let's get started. I really do hope that this room is big enough because some of these mobs are pretty big. So let's just go ahead and open up this chest right here where you can see all of the mobs, morphs, and bosses for us to check out in today's add-on review. So first of all, we've got Boris, Spawn Tom, we've got Dead Boris, we've got Evil Alice, we've got Alice and Angel, the Projectionist, and the Butcher Gang right here. So let's just go ahead and start with the top row, and let's go ahead and take a Spawn Villager stack right here. So let's go ahead and start with Boris himself, because, you know, why not? Everyone loves Boris. There he is, and you look absolutely amazing. Look at him here. He looks I don't know, he's got a blank expression on your face. How are you doing, Boris? Are you doing fine? So Boris here is actually one of the friendly characters of Bendy and the Ink Machine. So if you're in survival, I'm pretty sure that Boris here will not attack you, which is really nice because there is a lot of hostile mobs in this game. So having just a few friendly people to help you around in your Minecraft world is going to be super, super nice. So yeah, Boris here is a great start to the add-on. He looks absolutely amazing. You can see all the awesome animations with these add-ons as well. Next up, we got Spawn Tom, which is the... I'm not sure how to describe it. This is the actual Boris, like not the cartoon Boris. This is the Tom that turned into Boris, the human. I don't know, the Bendy and Ink Machine lore is really weird and confusing. So yeah, Tom here, he's got a wrench in his hand, he's got a whole bunch of armor on, he's decked out, ready to defend himself against all the horrible creatures. And why are you beating up a crate? What did that crate do to you, Tom? Why are you deciding to beat up a crate for no reason? So if you go ahead and kill Tom, he's actually going to put something in chat saying, I need help. And that's for a feature that we're going to be checking out pretty soon of this add-on, which again is awesome. I can't wait to show you that. But next, let's go ahead and move on to Spawn Dead Boris. And well, it's just Dead Boris. I'm pretty sure this is the Boris you see at chapter 1 when he's on the table, the operation table. You just see him there with his ribcage open. It's honestly pretty eerie. This guy doesn't do anything. He just stands there very, very creepily. So yeah, this guy won't do anything because obviously he's dead. So if you go ahead and kill a dead Boris, he does absolutely nothing. I'm pretty sure this guy is just here for decoration purposes if you want to make your own Bendy and the Ink Machine map in Minecraft. Next, let's go ahead and move on to Boris's companion, Allison Angel right here. And this is yet again one of the other friendly characters of this game that helps you survive down in Joey Drew Studio. Although it's a bit mixed, because I mean, she does leave you, although it's kind of Tom's fault that you leave, but if I do remember correctly. Once again, you're beating up a bunch of crates. Do I really need to get rid of all of these crates? Because it seems that all of these all of these mobs are just focused on beating up the crates, but you can see all the attack animations they have, which make this add-on so cool. Even the models are super detailed. You can see her mouth is even moving like she's breathing. All of her attack animations as she's swiping with that massive sword in her hand. All the voice lines as well that were taken straight from the game. Really, really cool. So it's awesome to see how much detail has gone into all of these mobs for this add-on. Next, we're going to be moving on to the hostile mobs of this add-on, starting out with Evil Alice herself right here. And you look absolutely hideous. I really didn't like you in the game. It's been a long time since I last played Bendy in the Ink Machine, but Alice Angel here, or just Evil Alice. I'm probably just going to be calling you Alice Angel. You look horrifying. You've got a blacked out eye. You don't even have an eye, actually. So this is like the corrupted version of what Alice Angel was supposed to be. You can see even her mouth has just been absolutely destroyed trying to make herself become beautiful. You've got the voice lines as well. I'll try to be quiet for those, but yeah, she's looking absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and spawn in Boris, and I'm pretty sure she will attack Boris. There we go. You can see Boris is running away from Alice and Angel right here. So yeah, they won't attack villagers from the looks of it. Oh god. Oh god. That was quick. That was really rude. So yeah, you can see there, Alice Angel go ahead and just whacks Tom right here, or Boris, my bad. And now we get dead Boris right here. So that is what Alice Angel is going to do to Boris if you end up in the same area together. So she won't actually attack villages, but she will go ahead and attack Boris, and I'm pretty sure some of the other mobs in this add-on. Like, there's a whole bunch of hostile mobs, but those hostile mobs also attack other hostile mobs. It's like every man for himself with this add-on, essentially. And if we go ahead and get rid of Alice and Angel, you can see here she has her death animation as we see at the end of chapter 4, I believe. I think it's the end of chapter 4 there, where the real Alice and Angel goes ahead and takes out Evil Alice here. And now you can see she's just collapsed there on the floor. Next up, we got the Projectionist, which, oh god, you are big. I wasn't expecting you to be that big, actually. Yeah, once again, god, you are so cool looking. I honestly kind of forgot about the Projectionist, if I'm going to be honest with you, but he looks awesome. So, oh god, he actually stalks you as well. Oh, that is creepy. So he just always looks at you with that blinding light. That is cool, actually. That is nice attention to detail right there. Did you open that door? Was that you all along? Were you the one opening up that door or not? But yeah, the Projectionist here, he's looking absolutely amazing. You can see all the wires that run from his body into his head there. Okay, I'm pretty sure it is just him doing that. Let's go ahead and see. Does he attack villages? Oh yeah, he goes ahead and attacks villagers right there. So yeah, this is one of the mobs that does start to attack villagers here. So yeah, you can see he's absolutely destroying this villager here, although he's missing quite a lot of shots. There we go, 3 shots. So that's about 3 shots if a player were to have no armor on. And if we go ahead and spawn Boris again, does he attack Boris? Yes, he attacks Boris as well. So you can see Boris is going to run away from this guy. There is no escape from him. This guy is absolutely awesome. So the Projectionist here does once again have a really interesting death animation. If we go ahead and swing at him, you can see he collapses on the floor and then just piles over like that on the floor. It's really cool. All the attention to detail that they even have custom death animations like this. You can see the projector has turned off and the Projectionist is now dead. I'm pretty sure, I think you killed the Projectionist in chapter 3, but I'm pretty sure that Bendy, like, doesn't Bendy rip off the Projectionist's head or something? I really don't remember. It's been a while since I played the game, but really cool here nonetheless to see another awesome addition to this add-on. Up next, we got the Butcher Gang. So we've got the Striker, the Piper, and the Fisher. So let's just go ahead and start with the Striker. Let's do one at a time. Oh my goodness, you are hideous. Look at you. What are you exactly? Their mouth is on top of their head, which is terrifying. One of their eyes represents Bendy's and the other one is like human eye, which is terrifying. They've got 3 arms, which I'm not even going to question about. So according to the website, once again, the Butcher Gang will spawn at night. They have a chance of having different abilities, which is really interesting. So I'll let you guys go ahead and check those out on your own. They're pretty strong, but each of them has their own weaknesses. So I assume with certain weapons and items, you'll be able to take all of these guys out. Let's go ahead and see if you have a death animation. yeah, they just collapse on the floor, and they actually drop items here. You can see we got cartoon ink and a special gear, I think this is, which is used for other things in this add-on where you can craft different items. And then we have cartoon ink here, which if I'm going to be honest with you, I think is just a better version of black concrete that you can use as a building block. So yeah, there is so much in this add-on. Let's waste no time. Let's go ahead and move on to the Piper here. Honestly, you just look just as weird. You've got a wrench in your hand or a pipe. You can see part of their skeleton is exposed as the torso is ripped off. Their mouth is just gagging open. One of their eyes is shut closed. The other one is just black, which is absolutely terrifying. Once again, they will attack villagers. They have the same characteristics as each other. I'm pretty sure all of the Butcher Gang are the exact same here. And comment down below, actually, which one of the Butcher Gang is your favorite? Because I don't really see anyone really talking about these guys, because they're kind of just there and don't really get too much plot in the game itself. Like, you have to hunt them down in chapter 3, but after that there's not really much to do with them. I feel like they're a bit underrated because each one of them are really creepy in their own separate ways. So once again, if we go ahead and kill this guy, he's gonna go ahead and drop more ink, and he's just gonna collapse on the floor just like that. And the final one of the Butcher Gang is the Fisher here. He's got a fishing rod as a head, and his head is on the end of the rope like bait. He's my favorite, and he has Liar. Oh god, yeah, that is really creepy. You can see the hidden lore of Bendy just attached to it, all of these mobs here. So yeah, the Fisher, literally a fishing rod as a head. He's got a wrench in his hand. He's got Liar on his torso right there. This guy is definitely my favorite because he's just so creative. The way that these guys were made in game and the way that Bendy the Demon has made these guys into Minecraft is absolutely amazing. If we go ahead and get rid of you, you can see his head just flies away at the end of the fishing rod. He didn't drop anything that time, but I think it's just like a random chance that they drop something. So yeah, that is the Butcher Gang. Let's go ahead and move on to the next row of mobs. So the next mobs we're going to be checking out are going to be the Searcher, the Lost One, the Miner Searcher, Toon Bendy, Wandering Bendy, Stalking Sammy, and Sammy Lawrence, who is probably my favorite character in Bendy and Ink Machine, if I'm going to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and get our villagers or test subjects ready. Let's go ahead and spawn the Searcher here, and you can see the way he just pops out the ground. Like, they're all just hiding in the ground, and then the ink just comes out, and yeah, you are really weird. It's just a solid black color, so these guys are going to be camouflaged in the night, which is going to make your experience really terrifying. So the Searchers are hostile mobs that will attack players and villagers. They have 20 health, do 3 attack damage, and they spawn at night in groups of 2 or 5. So these guys are going to overwhelm you a lot. They don't do that much damage, but if they're overwhelming you like that, if like multiple spawn on top of each other and all of a sudden there's just an army of like 10 of them after you, you're definitely going to get overwhelmed. So 20 health, it's as much as a player. So yeah, I'm not sure how well your encounter with these guys are going to go. Up next, we got the Lost One. So let's just go ahead and spawn you here. You look really cool, actually. It's like a human body, just ink, and then the glowing yellow eyes. That is cool. I really like that. Oh god, what are you yapping at? Is there an invisible mob or something I'm not aware of? I don't know what's up with you. So yeah, the Lost Ones are hostile. They're just humans covered in black ink. They have 30 health, and their damage depends on the weapon they are carrying. So right here, we have the Lost One who doesn't actually have a weapon in their hand. They will occasionally spawn with a weapon in their hand. They can actually spawn naturally in your Minecraft world. Whoa, you see him just leap in the air like that. And they all have unique attack moves, as you just saw right there. So let's just go ahead. Yeah, there we go. So this guy spawned in with an axe in his hand, so their damage is going to be... Oh no, what are you doing? No, don't cry in the corner. I'm sorry, I know you're lost, but don't go ahead and cry in a corner. We've got you a friend here, so don't be afraid. You're not lost anymore. You got a bunch of friends around. Up next, we got the Miner Searcher here, which is another variant of the Searchers, but this time they have a mining helmet on. So these guys are another variant of the Searchers, but they have a miner hat on. They have 150 health, but do 6 attack damage. So you can see where it kind of evens out there. They're a lot tougher than the other Searchers themselves, but then again, they do have a hard helmet on, so they're obviously protected from any attacks from the player here. So yeah, they are simply a reskin of the Searchers, but this time they just have a lot more health and a lot more attack damage. And once again, they will go ahead and attack villagers right here. You can see, oh my goodness, he's going absolutely at it. Oh, he even turned into a zombie villager. Oh, okay, that was interesting. All right, I wasn't expecting that at all. Hey, friend, how are you doing? The next mob we're going to be checking out is going to go ahead and be Toon Bendy here. And he's having the time of his life just dancing around like that. It doesn't look like he attacks even villagers, so let's just go ahead and get rid of you here. So yeah, Toon Bendy here, he's just having the time of his life dancing around now. I think he's just there. I don't think he attacks the player or anything. However, I do know that if you do end up killing this guy, not a good thing will happen. I will warn you that now, and when we'll get into why later. So yeah, I would just keep this guy around, and I will definitely warn you that if you do end up killing him somehow or for some reason, that not nice things will happen, and we will show you why in a few minutes. But yeah, Toon Bendy here, he's just hanging out, he dances occasionally, and he's having the absolute time of his life here. Next we got the Wandering Bendy, which I think is just a cutout, if I'm going to be honest with you, just like the other Bendies that we saw earlier on trying to follow me around. So yeah, this guy is just decoration piece, I'm pretty sure. So you can just go ahead and put him up against the wall like that. Why did the doors keep opening? Stop doing that, please. So yeah, this is just the regular Bendy with bloodshot eyes and a sign saying wandering is a sin, which is definitely not unnerving at all. So yeah, he's really just a decorative piece to add into your world here. So we'll go ahead and move on to possibly my favorite character in Bendy and Ink Machine. Let's go ahead and spawn Stalking Sammy here, and you can see he's got voice lines, which are really cool. You can see here, he has a massive axe in your hand. He's obviously got a cutout face of Bendy right there. And he's just looking awesome. I just love the way this guy looks, the way he acts in Bendy Ink Machine. It's why he makes me one of my favorite characters in the game. Now, the MCPE DL website doesn't actually say any of his statistics, so it's just unknown. So I guess there's only one way to find out, is if you find him, or realistically he finds you roaming around in your Minecraft world. So yeah, I don't know if he's going to spawn naturally. I don't know if there's a certain way to spawn him, but what I do know is that if you give him a whack, he has 2 stages, or just the one. Oh god, no, there's voice lines. Okay, that's a spoiler for later on. So you can see here that once you actually kill Stalking Sammy, he goes ahead and just drops on the floor here. He's got his mask here just dropped on the floor, although he's kind of like, he's glitched through it, so we're not going to be able to see it very well. But you can go ahead, if you kill him, you get an ink pearl, and you go ahead and get an ink heart, which once again I think are items that you can use for some crafting recipes, or possibly trading in the machine that we saw earlier on in the add-on. So yeah, wondering, oh, there's his mask. Can you pick up the mask? No, you can't pick up the mask. Okay, never mind then. So yeah, that's Stalking Sammy. Now let's go ahead to what I've been alluding to for a long time now. We have Sammy Lawrence, who is essentially the same thing, except this time there is a lot more to him. So he's the exact same as the Sammy Lawrence we just saw. However, if you go ahead and whack him, he has stage 2. So this is the stage 2 that I was talking about. I got confused between the two. So once again, he drops ink pearls and an ink heart, but he has 2 stages where if you get him low enough health, he drops his mask, and you can see he's covering up his face, and he's running away from you because he's terrified. So these 2 stages. He actually drops his axe as well, which is another item that we'll be going ahead and checking out later on. But if you go ahead and kill his second stage,
I don't think so. The Searchers and the Lost Ones built this place.
You get a cutscene from the game itself, and you hear Alice and Angel talking.
Looks like we're in for a fight. Get ready.
So you can hear "get ready," and you've started the raid, and now we have Tom and Alice Angel spawn. And what's so cool is that an actual raid starts. So any second now, we should hopefully be seeing searchers come out of the ground, and it literally starts a raid exactly like how it does in the Bendy and the Ink Machine game, which I think is so cool that there's interactivity in this add-on. So once you kill Sammy Lawrence, just like in game, once you kill him, he starts a raid. And I think there's 3 types of raids. There's the ones with just the searches like here. The next one I think has the lost ones, and then there might be other ones later on, but you can see all of their awesome attack animations as they attack each other. It is so cool to see the interactivity of this add-on. So you can either help these guys fight, or you can just be like me and just sit back, watch and enjoy the show. They seem to be handling themselves, so I think it would be fine. But I just want to leave this on for a little bit just to show how cool this add-on is, that they're actually able to fight each other just like they were in game. So that's going to be it for the normal mobs. Next we're going to be moving on to the bosses, which each in their own individual way are going to be extremely challenging to go fight. So let's go ahead and move on to the next mobs here, where we are going to find Brute Boris, the Searcher boss, Bedtrum Piedmont, which is something special which I'll show you later on, Giant Hand, the Ink Demon, and Beast Bendy himself. So let's go ahead and start with Brute Boris here. So this is what's going to happen to Boris if Alice Angel does kill Boris himself. Oh my goodness, he knocks you back. You can see the health bar at the top of the screen. Brute Boris here is looking absolutely mega. So he has 3 stages. He has 400 total health, which I'm pretty sure is like double the Ender Dragon or Wither's health, which is absolutely ridiculous here. His damage increases every stage, so he's definitely going to get more powerful as you go along here. He has multiple abilities. His first stage is a charge attack, so if we go ahead and spawn in some villagers here, you can see that he will hopefully go ahead and charge at these villagers and just plows through them. I mean, that was an instant kill right there. So we go ahead and spawn more of them. Maybe Boris is just a pro bowler or something. He really likes playing bowling, because I mean, look at this. His second stage is that he moves faster, can jump higher, and does a stomp attack. So let's just go ahead and hit him once, and I think that should take him to his next stage if I do it correctly. I'm not sure. I think I have like strength 30 or something, so that should do it. There we go. Now he's on to stage 2 now. So if we go ahead, you can see his jump attack right there. Let's go ahead and spawn in some more villages. By the way, he's still going to have his charge attack from the previous stages. He continues on from his previous stages, but he just jumps around like an absolute mad lad right here. And he's still going to go ahead and plow through all of these villages, which is really cool right here. And just look at him. He's absolutely destroying all of these villages with his bare hands right here. He doesn't need any weapon. He doesn't need anything. He's just got his bare hands and an absolute will to take out all of these villages. There's no escape, my friend. There is no escape from the giant Brute Boris. Now we're on to stage 3, and this time he can throw projectiles with the combination of the 2 previous stages. So of course he's probably just going to do his charge attack right here. I want to see him throw his projectiles around. So there you go. Let's go ahead, yeet that at him. Oh, he missed. It's so cool though. I mean, look at this. He's just throwing. My goodness, Boris. All right, look at him go. He's absolutely amazing, and he just goes ahead and takes them out. So yeah, Brute Boris here, just as a starting boss, he's absolutely amazing with all of the stages that he does. Once again, probably one of my favorite parts of the add-on, just because there's so much to do with a single boss of this mod. So if you eventually go ahead and take out Brute Boris, let's just go ahead and do it the cheap way, because I'm not spending about half an hour to take out these bosses, because it does take a long time. You can see he just goes ahead, collapses on the floor like that, and sinks into the ground because, you know, he's made of ink right here, and he disappears, which I think is really cool that he just seeps into the ground. Up next, we got the Searcher boss, which once again is a much bigger version of the actual Searchers themselves. He has 400 health, does 15 attack damage, can spawn naturally, but very rarely, according to the website, is strong and has abilities. So let's just go ahead and spawn in some villagers, and let's see him take these guys out. So he actually spawns in the regular Searchers as his little minions as he goes ahead and attacks all of these guys. So that's really cool. So he will definitely overwhelm you, especially at night, because these guys are going to be so difficult to find. So yeah, they just took out a bunch of villagers. Let's go ahead and spawn in some more, just so you can see these guys in action. You can see all of their attack animations right there. You can't. No cheating. Don't turn them into regular zombie villagers. That's cheating right there. You need to do this on your own here. But you could just see them massacre all of the villagers right here. I don't think this guy has any stages, so once you go ahead and kill him, he just dies instantly and drops thick ink as well as ink pearl, which once again you can use as different crafting recipes for different items of this add-on. Next, we're going to be moving on to Bertram, and yeah, let's just we're going to need something else to go ahead and start him, because let's just go ahead and spawn him down. Yeah, he is a big boy. I honestly forgot about this guy, that he was a boss battle in either chapter 4. I think it was chapter 4 where you fight this guy, and Do I need to say anything else? He's a giant carousel machine, and we're gonna need another item to go ahead and spawn him in. So you actually need a Bertram tape right here used to activate the boss fight. So if we go ahead and spawn this down, I'm gonna go ahead and get quiet because he actually has a tape that goes along before the boss fight. So let's just go ahead and shut it off right now.
The biggest park ever built. A centerfold of attractions. Each one more grand than the one before it. It makes my eyes come to tears at the thought. But then, oh, Mr. Drew, for all your talk of dreams, you are the true architect behind so many nightmares. I built this park. It was to be a masterpiece, my masterpiece. And now you think you can just throw me out? Trample me to the dust and forget me? No! This is my park, my glory. You may think I'm gone, but I'm still here.
I can't help but smile looking at this guy spawn in. It is so cool. So now you can see that Bertram has been given new life right here in the form of this massive carousel machine. And just look at it. It is absolutely horrifying. Now, I'm not sure if this guy attacks villagers. Oh, yeah, he attacks villagers, all right. So this guy, he goes absolutely ballistic with these carriages here. Once again, I'm not going to fight this guy in this video because it's going to take an awful long time. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up the battle. But you can see here that this guy takes absolutely... He has zero patience against any villagers or any other mob that just so happens to stumble within his presence. I mean, he just wiped out all three of them in one swing, which is absolutely incredible right here. So yeah, this is Bertram. He has 4 stages, unlike all of the other bosses. I think this guy has the most stages out of all of them. So this guy has 200 health. His damage increases every time he gets weaker, and his ability, he can't move, but he can attack when he's in attack mode, which is when his carousels do the good spinny trick. He has 4 stages, each makes him stronger. You can only attack him when he stops spinning. So right here, when he's doing this, you can't actually attack him because obviously you're going to get flailed by one of these carriages right here. So you have to wait until it stops spinning right here. You can see, oh God, I didn't even, the head just there. It's terrifying. So you're gonna have to wait until it slows down like it has now, and that's when your moment to attack is going to be. So once he stops spinning around, you're actually gonna have to run in here, go ahead and whack him, and you can see one of the crane arms falls off, and he's lost one of the carriages, which is really cool. And now we're on stage 3 out of 4, and once again he's going to get stronger, but this time he doesn't have as many carriages. I'm sorry, this is so fun. It's so fun watching the villagers just get absolutely destroyed by the bosses, and they don't stand a chance at all against Bertram here. It's so cool to see how these bosses act in their own unique ways in this add-on. It's just so cool. And we whack him again. You can see another crane falls off. Your screen shakes as well, which is really interesting. That's not any editing stuff. That's actually in-game, which is really cool. And now you can see he's lost half of his arms. He's only got the 2 crane arms left. We go ahead and whack him again. You can see the 3rd one falls off. And now he's only got 1 crane arm left. And finally, if you go ahead and tap him one last time, the final arm falls off. And then you get a death animation for the boss, which is really cool. Let's go ahead and see his face up front. And then the hatch slowly closes, and away with Bertram. Honestly, probably I don't know, there's so many cool bosses in this add-on. Once you do eventually somehow manage to kill Bertram, you actually get 38 gold, which is not bad. 8 diamonds right here. I can count, I'm good at math. And 35 iron blocks. So this guy does actually drop some decent loot. So if you do manage to kill him somehow, once again with a very long boss fight, you are going to get a very valuable reward for your bravery of trying to take out this guy. I don't know how that's gonna work. So for this next boss, we're actually going to have to go ahead and go outside of the establishment here because the giant hand is pretty weird. I will say that. So if we go ahead and spawn the giant hand, it's literally a giant hand right here. So the giant hand spawns in the deep ocean. He'll grab you and drag you down under the water and try to drown you, which I think is terrifying. Honestly, they're not even in the oceans. You're safe from any of Bendy and his minions right here. So the hand has 200 health. Their damage is only when they try to drown the player right here. So obviously we're in a super flat world, so we're not going to be able to test this out in an ocean here. And the website literally just says they're dangerous. So I'm going to take the word for it. If we spawn a villager to do anything, oh goodness, it literally grabs the villager and tries to drown it. My goodness. Okay, I don't know what I was expecting. I was kind of expecting it to just swipe it down into the ocean. But you can see it's literally suffocating the villager, so you're definitely gonna have to be careful if you're swimming in an ocean or even just like on a boat on the ocean. This guy's gonna drag you down and try drown you while suffocating you in his giant hand. That is honestly pretty creepy. I mean, the ocean is already scary enough, and now that this giant hand has a chance of spawning in trying to drown you, it's gonna make the experience even more terrifying. Now we're moving on to the main man himself, summon the Ink Demon. And my goodness, this guy looks absolutely insane. You see why I was worried that I hadn't built this arena big enough? Because the Ink Demon here is absolutely terrifying. He summons this massive aura of black ink all around him. The Ink Demon is extremely dangerous and creepy. He will kill any monster nearby and player, but no worry, the chance of spawning him are very rare. So this guy is one of the rarest mobs to spawn in the add-on, but if he does spawn in your world, he's going to absolutely destroy everything. His health is unknown. Oh goodness, he's teleporting. Oh no, did he just go invisible? I think, oh no, he literally teleports. Oh my goodness, that is not good. His health is unknown. His damage is 20, or he has a chance to kill anything instantly. If you kill him, he will turn into his final stage, which is the Bendy beast, which we'll be checking out next. When he attacks the player, he will give them blindness, and he can see the player from very far away, and he actually has a chance of jump scaring you. So let's just go ahead and spawn in a villager here, and you can see he runs towards the villager, picks him up, and then just absolutely obliterates him. That is incredible right there. I'm actually half tempted of checking that out myself in survival. So if we go ahead and go in survival, this is probably not a good idea, my goodness. Okay, you have been spotted. Yeah, no joke. I was not expecting him to charge at me that quickly. That was terrifying. Oh goodness, yeah. He blinds the player. Oh good. I did not stand a chance. So unfortunately, I was having trouble with the Beast Demon boss itself. So what I'm going to do is play Bendy the Demon's video of the original boss fight. So go check out his video as well. The link will be in the description down below as well of the add-on. But since I couldn't get it to work for myself, I'm going to go ahead and play his video for the boss fight. And I do recommend that you actually watch the full video because it is a mega boss fight. I think it took him around about 20 minutes or so to beat it. So I'll leave the video down in the description down below to go watch it for yourself. Once again, I apologize that it wasn't actually able to work for this video. However, we're going to be moving on to the morphs, which are coming up next, and those are probably even better, and we're actually going to get ourselves a better look of the Beast Demon itself, because that's actually one of the mobs that you're able to morph into. So we've got the Bendy Toon armor, we've got Boris, we got the Ink Demon, and we got the Beast Bendy to check out. And let's go ahead and take some more villagers because we're definitely going to be needing those right here. So here we have the Bendy Toon armor. So if we go ahead and right click on it, you have become Toon Bendy, and you can literally play as Toon Bendy, which I think is so funny right here. I'm attacking right now, and you can see his attack animation is literally his body just swinging around, which I think is awesome. So yeah, we are literally playing as Toon Bendy right here. If I crouch, he starts dancing, which I think is great. Oh, this is so cool. I love the morphs of any add-on. It just makes them so much better. If you do want to take it off, all you have to do is go to your armor setting and take off the helmet, and there we go. You are back into your normal Minecraft skin, whatever it may be. The next morph is going to be Boris. So if we go ahead and turn into Boris, you can see here we are literally now playing as Boris the Wolf, who once again has different animations of his own. His crouching animation is him crying in the corner, and in first person you can even see Oh god, I didn't even realize that. No, we need to stay in non-F1 mode. You can see his hands are literally our hands right now. You can see his hands on our screen, and if we crouch, his hands literally cover our face because we are seeing in the perspective of Boris right now, which I think is so cool. So if we go ahead and attack, you can see he does a little swiping animation like he's smacking someone, and you can even see it in first person as well, which is just once again so incredible. I love this so much. I haven't actually seen this done in any add-on before, and I'm so glad we checked it out because this is absolutely amazing. This next one is probably my favorite. So if we eat this, we turn into the Ink Demon himself. You can see it's turned us into survival. But oh goodness, we get a whole bunch more stuff. So you can see here in first person, once again, we have the hand of the Ink Demon as we just crawl around. Our attack animation is literally swiping our hand, which is really cool. Do we have a crouch animation? Kinda. Oh, that is terrifying. That's our crouch animation, is literally us just about to stalk down the player, which is so cool. The head moves around the way you move. It's so cool. But you can see here in the inventory, there's actually some abilities that work with these morphs. So if we go ahead and use call searches, we can go ahead, call searches around. We checked those out earlier. You can see our hand in first person once again. And we go ahead and we've called some searches to help us go ahead and hunt down the players. But yeah, if you were to use this on anyone, Cup of Tea EXE whispers to you, you use the target detector, you'll be teleported to it after 30 seconds. So it detects a nearby player nearby and it teleports you to them within 30 seconds, which I think is really cool. And our last ability is an Ink Aura, kills every mob in the ink infected area. So if we go ahead and activate this, used Ink Aura, all mobs in your ink infected area will take damage after 6 seconds. So even the searchers aren't safe from the Ink Aura here. So yeah, Bendy morph here, he is just as powerful as a morph as he is the actual boss himself. So if the player is going to be controlling this guy, it's probably going to be an even bigger fight than the Bendy boss itself. And last but not least, we have the rather big beast armor Bendy. So this is letting you turn into the beast demon himself. So let's go ahead and right click, and we are now playing as the Bendy beast, and look, absolutely terrifying. You can see all of our abilities here in the bottom corner. So God, let's just look at first person right now. You can see our gigantic hands, if you can even call them that, as we run around in this arena. You can see all the animations. This looks ridiculous, honestly. If we crouch down, oh goodness, we zoom in a lot. I don't know what that's about. I should have read the chat. What did the chat say here? Press sneak to start a rampage. As Beast Bendy, your punches are powerful. Be aware your weaknesses is the last reel, which is something else that I would have checked out if it wasn't for the fact that the boss doesn't actually work. So yeah, the Beast Bendy here is looking absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and check out his abilities. So let's go ahead and use it. So Ink Portal here. If we go ahead and enter the Ink Portal, not sure what it does. Can we do something else used to create a black portal? Yeah, I'm not sure what it does though. Can I spawn multiple? Like if I go through, does it teleport me to the other place? I'm not sure how this works, if I'm going to be honest with you. My bad, guys. Next we have the Spike Fist, used to summon spikes in 3 directions. Can't move items, so it's the same thing again. So let's go ahead and use the spikes. Oh goodness, it zooms us in a lot, and you can see the giant spikes that spawn in front of you, which is absolutely terrifying right there. So that's probably going to do a lot of damage to the player. Keep in mind, all of these abilities are abilities that the boss version can actually use itself against the player. Next we have the Beast Speed ability, which is used to charge yourself in the certain direction you're looking. So if we go ahead and look at this corner over here and use this ability, we go ahead and charge to the other side of the room. Now of course there is a little bit of a cooldown, as this will probably do a lot of damage. As you can see, all the abilities have certain cooldowns because they are pretty strong against any players or mobs. So yeah, this is a really cool ability. Lets you speed across another location if you're trying to cut off a player or any other mob. And the final ability here is the Triple Smash, used to damage and kill everything in the 50 block radius. So if we go ahead and stand in the middle here and use this ability, you can see the cooldown of the other items, and we just go ahead and spawn in so many spikes that's going to do mega damage to all the players. And you can see the cooldown is so long that it just went all the way up my screen, which is really funny to look at. So yeah, let's just go ahead and spawn in some villagers, and I'm not even attacking them. The morph itself is attacking all of these creatures. So yeah, one hit kill, self-explanatory. We are the Ink Demon Beast. We should definitely be able to use all our abilities instantly. So let's go ahead and use an ability on you. Yeah. They didn't stand a chance trying to survive against these abilities here. So yeah, the Ink Demon is absolutely amazing morph. And I don't know, let me know down below which one of the morphs is your favorite, because these are definitely going to be really cool, whether you're doing a hide and seek or if you're just simply doing a role play in your Minecraft world. These morphs are absolutely incredible. Next, we're going to be moving on to the weapons and different types of equipment. So here we have an axe that does 19 attack damage. We have a gent pipe which does 8 attack damage. We have a sword that does 30, a wrench that does 10, and a Tommy gun which also does 10 attack damage, although it doesn't say that on the inventory bar. So let's just go ahead and spawn in some villagers that are test subjects, and we can go ahead and use an axe here, and it just absolutely tears down through them. Now what's cool about these is that they each have different attack animations. Like you can see as I'm using this axe, as I swing, I have a different animation than just a default sword in Minecraft. So you can see me just swing the axe and it tears down through all of these villagers. I think it's the same with every other item. Here you can see the gent pipe has a different slice animation. So if we go ahead and slice you, it does a little bit less damage than the pipe, but I honestly prefer this animation over just the gentle chop of the axe right there. Next we have the sword which does 30 damage. You can see it just cuts through that villager, and my game crashes. My game crashes when I do that, so don't use the sword. The next item is a wrench, and we can go ahead and check out this animation again. I'm pretty sure it's the same as the pipe. Yeah, it's the same as the pipe, so let's go ahead and whack the villager just so you can get an idea of how much damage these things do. I think it's a 2-hit with the wrench, which is still pretty strong. I think the axe is the strongest so far, but it still does a lot of damage against any mob that doesn't have any armor on. And then the final weapon, which is probably my favorite, is the Tommy gun here. And you can see my Minecraft character is actually holding the Tommy gun in my hand. So if we go ahead and spawn in a few villages, because you know it's a Tommy gun, and we go ahead and right click, you can see the Tommy gun actually shoots bullets, and it does a lot of damage. I said it does 10 damage, but it just tore through those villages. So if we go ahead and spawn them in again, YouTube, don't see this. Don't worry, YouTube. Nothing bad is happening. The way we have to reload this is if we crouch, hold the button, and you need a Tommy gun magazine obviously on your inventory. So if you crouch and hold the shoot button, it will go ahead and reload your weapon, and then you can go ahead and do whatever you want with this. I honestly would prefer something like this over a bow or something. Like Minecraft is all of these primal weapons, but honestly just something like a Tommy gun, you can't beat it in Minecraft. So this thing is absolutely awesome. You can have a ton of fun with this once again, whether you want a PvP map or if you are just putting it part of your hide and seek map. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap it up for today's add-on review. This was probably the longest add-on review I've ever done, so I really do appreciate it that if you did stick around to the end of the video to check out everything of this add-on. So yeah, this is probably the biggest add-on we've ever checked out, and it was definitely worth it because there is so much in this add-on that just makes it so cool, and I'm really glad that we took the time to check out this add-on, and I highly recommend that you do it as well. The link will be in the description down below. I highly recommend that you go check it out. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave this video here. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you leave a good old like in it, and if you are new to the channel, why not consider subscribing? If you do subscribe, make sure you hit the bell, make sure you're notified every time I upload and you never miss a video. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.